Let's freaking go. All right. Good morning, Moriocho. We are back. A long journey it has been. A long and bizarre one. Oh my god, it feels like honestly it feels like over a month since I've streamed JoJo's. But I know it's only been like really 2 weeks. And last time we couldn't really stream to the full capability as I normally would do because of circumstances, but then we also had vacation, which was a good time. It was a very fun time, but I'm glad to be back, trying to get back into the swing of things and have a sense of normalcy for like 2 seconds. Which my normalcy, if you checked out last night's stream, which the VOD is up, means scuffs. Because you can't be a streamer without scuffs. So last night we played some Yakuza, even though we had other plans, horse plans, but the universe said no. The universe said no. That's okay. Because the universe won't say today, or won't say no today, because we are back with JoJo's Part 7. Let's go! I'm hyped, because this has been a interesting JoJo's part, to say the least. Yeah, I'm liking it. As I've been saying, I feel like this is definitely Araki's most interesting and weirdest JoJo's part to date, which is saying something, because we've had some really, really out of their takes on some JoJo's parts. But yeah, this is good. I've been enjoying it. Let's see, we're at chapter 42 today. So depending on where we get, I think we will be a little over halfway done part 7, which is good. Because I've been hearing news, apparently, let me see if I can bring it up. JoJo's part 7 might already be coming out sooner rather than later. Like, I figured it was going to be like another year or two. I thought it was going to be like another year or two. Yeah, hold on. Like, I saw this announcement back in March and May that it was in productions. Like, oh, it's going to still be like a ways away. But more recent news apparently said that it might be coming out as early as spring of next year. I'm like, whoa, what? Really? Damn. So, if there was any more motivation to finish this read through, we got it. We got it. JoJo's Anime Part 7 is coming out a lot quicker than I expected. We'll be done by then. Surely. Unless unforeseen things happen, we will be done before spring. Now, Part 8, on the other hand, we'll see where that goes. We'll see where that goes. And we will probably not be caught up to Part 9 by spring of next year, but that's all right. It's a journey. It's a slow and fun journey. But I'm excited because I've been teasing on the channel that we will be doing maybe some reaction stuff, not just read-through stuff. I have something coming up. If you were on the stream last night, you know that they will probably be for our 100 subscriber goal, which I cannot believe we're already near that. We probably would have already been near it if not for tech-related issues, equipment breaking, unexpected, emergencies in IRL, vacation, etc. We probably would have already been there, but we're getting close. We are getting close, so I have to do my due diligence. If you're new to the channel right now, or you're going to be VOD gang later, what up, VOD gang? Please subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 100. I have a interesting idea for our 100 goal. Basically, we're going to do a watch. We're going to do a watch through. Well, I guess not a watch through because it's a singular idea, but I have an idea of what we can do for our first reaction. It's something that's very popular right now, so I'm like, you know what? Why not? I haven't seen it. I heard it's pretty good, so we can do that as a goal for 100 subscribers. But, yeah, if you are curious what it is, stay tuned. It will probably be out during this week. You'll see, like, an announcement like, hey, you want to reach 100 subs for my channel? This is what you get. Yeah. So, outside of that, JoJo's Part 7 reaction will probably happen when it comes out. If it is coming out in the springtime, cool. Sounds great. Excellent. But we'll wait and see, because you never know. Nowadays, an anime could be, like, pushed back a whole year. I mean, I've seen too many of those. Will there be news about Steel Ball Run? Again, as far as I know, because I've been getting stuff like... Let me see if I can pull up some more. There have been a lot of character designs that have been supposedly released. There have been character designs that have already been released. Let me see. Like, I've been hearing people clamor that Part 7 might be coming out very, very soon. Like, we know the staff, which is interesting because another anime I'm looking forward to does not have their staff fully revealed yet, but we have the staff. So for staff, we have director Yashiro Kimura, Hide Takahashi. They are from Golden Wind right there. Again, butchering names, I'm sure. I'm so sorry. We have the series director, Toyoshi Kato. So he's been a part of every JoJo's part. Series structure, again, also in every JoJo's part, Yasuko Kobayashi. We have character design specifically from Golden Wind, which, again, I think that's really good. I think they did change up some of the staff from Part 6 from 5, which might also contribute to why a lot of people didn't really like Part 6, which is understandable. But we're getting a lot of the good team here. We're getting a lot of the Golden Wind people, which should be an excellent, excellent choice when structuring and doing the anime. We have music by Yogo Kano. They are from specifically the Stardust Crusaders, Diamond Unbreakable, Golden Wind, and Stone Ocean. So again, if you like the music from any of those parts, I do. This will be a good time. This will be a good time. Sound director is going to be Yoshikazu Inowa. Again, I'm so sorry. Inowana. He's been a part of, or they have been a part of, every JoJo's part, and of course, animation is going to be done by David Productions as always. It's going to be released on Netflix. I know that for sure. I don't know if they're going to do the same thing like they did for Part 6, where it was like broken up into so many cores that people just got fatigued, and it was COVID, and yeah, you guys know. You guys know. So that stuff has now come out somewhat recently. But I saw something else. So there's going to be JoJo's news also supposedly released on September 23rd by David Productions, so that's good. That might be like our first major trailer for Part 7. So I guess stay tuned, mark it in your calendar or whatever. Like maybe September 23rd, you will probably get some first actual footage of Part 7. I don't think the opening has been discussed yet. Like, who's going to be doing the opening? What's the opening, going to sound like? That kind of stuff. I don't believe they've come up with that, but it has to be good. As everyone knows, it has to be good. It has to be flames. And I'm hoping, because again, I'm not finished Part 7 yet either, but I'm imagining they're going to do what they've been doing always. They'll have, your first core opening, then you're going to do your second core. Depending on how long they'll go for the anime, it could be like 3 openings we get for Part 7, and then, they'll do the whole shtick at the end where there's different versions of the part. You have the sound version, so... Something I will say, I did like that they brought it back for Part 6. I do want them to do the more CGI openings, so like the stuff that we got for Part 1, and for Part 2, Part 3, and then Part 4, not really, kind of, and then Part 5, they just went on to full animation stuff, and then Part 6, they brought it back, but like the classic CGI opening, I would think would be really good, seeing how this is now a new starting point for the JoJo's anime, for people who are only anime-onlys. They can kind of have that reminisce of this classical style for the opening, so when we get like, let me see if I can pull up some images, because if I pull up the actual openings, I'm gonna probably get copyright struck, but something more akin to this art style, I think would be a really good choice for the opening. Going back to something more inherent to JoJo's, having that very CG, but it's like really good CG at the same time. Having the manga panels too. Oh my god, that was so good. Hold on, let me open you up. Fuck. Okay, well, I guess I gotta zoom in. But having this again, just like in the openings, having them go through the splash of the manga panels would be really, really dope. Yeah. So, no news on that kind of stuff outside of simple director and whatnot. And potentially news on September 23rd. So, that's pretty much it for JoJo's Part 7 news. I guess every time we do this, I can give you guys an announcement update, if there is any. Yeah, so here's, I guess, a more official. This is apparently a poster that is corresponding to September 23rd. We will be getting more information. So very cool art style, again, showing off the anime version of our boy Johnny and Gyro Zeppeli. Looking good, looking sassy, looking zest as always. I'm going to save. Yeah. So, enough of that though. We all know why we're here. Part 7. Last time we left off, which again feels like forever ago, we ran into an enemy that's working with Dio, who's also working for the President of the United States, aka Funny Valentine. They are teaming up against Johnny and them because they want to get the corpse parts, and Dio/Diego wants to get more power and revenge against them. But specifically, he wants influence from the president, which will mean he wants to become mayor of New York City. I cannot even fathom how. News? Yeah, we went over news. So, if you want to check out the news, there is some stuff that I guess I will maybe post in the description down below. So for VOD Gang, you guys can obviously go check it out later, rewind the stream. But if you guys are really interested in the news, maybe I will put it in the description. That way you guys can click on that stuff. As far as I know, the only major news is that we're going to get some information on September 23rd. It's probably going to be like the first teaser trailer, how the characters actually sound, and yeah, that kind of stuff. That's basically it. But yeah, so right now we're in the fight of our life. And oh yeah, Johnny, because he has the spine piece, I imagine he's going to upgrade his abilities again. That's what I imagine. By the way, hydrate. That storm last night, if anyone was on the last night's stream, now made it extra humid today. Extra humid. So now it's boiling hot outside. Okay, so we're going to go into this. We're going to see how far we get today. We're definitely going to do longer than 2 chapters like last time. But I don't know how many chapters. But stay for the long haul. Stay for the long haul. And I think after this stream, we will officially be done halfway of Part 7. So we're getting ever so closer to getting caught up to Part 9, which is the main goal of this. So I'm looking forward to this. It's been really enjoyable, and I have no regrets on doing this again for like a different series. I don't know what it will be, but, you know, we'll figure that out some point in the future, because I have other plans for JoJo's after we catch up to Part 9. Now, Chapter 42, as always, we are on Manga Dex. Gonna post it in the description, but it's also gonna be in chat. So if you're live, guess what? You get a link to Manga Dex. Hooray! It is the colored version, which is the official version, but the translation is not official because they are only coming out now, as I've made clear a couple times already. So, because I keep getting those answers or those questions. Now, 42, A Silent Way Part 3. Hold on, Johnny. Get on your horse. They're going to be surrounding us again. Let's get out of here while we still can. And then, that's an interesting way of doing the text bubbles. Surrounded us. Is that Johnny, or is that, like, his stand ability talking to him? Oh, flashback. Oh, okay. Let me tell you something about myself. I guess, why not? We're only like 40 chapters in. Let's get some more backstory on Johnny. Our supposed main character, although you could probably argue Zeppeli might be the main character because the narrator box said it itself. Me, Johnny, born Jonathan Joestar. Oh, really? So, wow, okay, that's intentional. That has weight there. My surname is Jonathan Joestar. Ooh, interesting. I was born and raised in Danville, Kentucky. The Joestar family used to be aristocrats born before they fell into ruin. But my father was still wealthy. He was the owner of several farms and was 7-time winner of the Triple Crown top-notch horse race. Because of my father's work, there was a time in my childhood when I spent several years in England. Oh my God, how convenient. So that is our boy Johnny when he was younger, picking at his food. Jonathan, what are you doing under the table? Oh, is he feeding like a dog or something? Raise your hand. Listen, Jonathan. Not limited to dining manners are an indication of reverence towards the people around you. Englishmen especially value table manners. Do you want everyone to think that we are a group of uneducated, uncultured American countrymen? I mean, I don't think they really care though. So like, you can probably cut the whole we're better than you kind of mindset. Where's all the people? I think it might be a little early. And also, we were gone for 2 weeks, but it's okay. We're getting back in the swing of things. How's it going, retarded? Oh my God. I hope I didn't. Oh God, whatever. Retired. Retired is what I said. Holy. Okay. But yeah. No. I think people are just a little busy at the moment. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So Englishman values right. So I mean, they don't really like you anyway. They don't really care. They already think your family's kind of in the mud, even though you have money. So you don't really have to play the pretentious act, but I know that's a big deal at this time. What are you hiding in your pockets? Show me this instant. I'm sorry, father. I was just he was so cute and I didn't tell you to apologize, Jonathan. I told you to show me. Oh, he has a mouse. Very Sanji. Very Sanji in the Vin Smoke flashback. No son of mine hangs out with vermin. That's probably what he's going to say. Stands up. Dinner is over. Jonathan goes to your room immediately. But first, you must. I mean, that's a little unnecessary. You must drown that thing in the lake. Understood? That's a bit much. That's a bit much. You don't have to drown a mouse rat thing. And then even like his family members are like, sir, I think that's a bit much. But you said I could keep him. You promised. Nope. Don't change the subject. You are the one who broke our promise. I said that you could keep it, granted that you keep it in a cage. Are you calling me a liar? You must dispose of it yourself now. Do you understand, Jonathan? Now go. I mean, he's just going to release the mouse. He's just going to release it. He's not going to kill it. So he goes to, like, the pond area, and there's some fucking creep behind him. Okay. Who are you? Oh, yeah. So I guess he has a brother. That's different from the timeline. He has a brother. I had a brother 5 years older than myself. His name was Nicholas. What are you going to do, Johnny? Are you going to drown it? Oh, it's all my fault, but I can't drown. Shut the fuck up. What? Oh, no. We're doing this again? We're doing this again. We're doing this again. I can't drown Danny. Yo. Why? Why do we have to do this again? Danny's already suffered once. Do we have to make him suffer again? We have to have him suffer again, Araki, in another life, in another form. But we can't keep that mouse in our place anymore, Johnny. Oh. Listen, I have an idea. How about we let Danny go into the woods? You can do that, right? I'm sure Danny will be fine on his own in the woods. I can't. Dad will definitely tell me to give him proof that we drowned Danny. He'll definitely ask to see a corpse. Oh, God. Terrible. Well, that's easy enough. You know how they have those stuffed mice in our school science room? They have birds and even foxes too. Tomorrow I'll ask my teacher to let me borrow one of the white mouses. If you show that to Dad, he'll believe that, okay, Danny? I mean, that's tomorrow, though. He's not going to ask, like, tonight, like, hey, where's that mouse? I want to see the corpse. I can't believe that he opened up to see if you actually would drown in it or not. Well, actually, he would do something like that, now wouldn't he? He flipped out if he caught it open and all the stuffing came out. Nicholas, thank you. You're awesome and smart, big brother. The teacher will definitely give you the mouse, too, because you're such a good student. All right, so what's the tragedy here? Does this guy die? But, Johnny, can you really let go of Danny? Yeah, I think so. Nah, he won't. Danny lives on in all of us. He lives on in all of us. Time goes by. We see someone racing on a horse. Wow, Nicholas, you're amazing. So that's Johnny a little bit older, I think, with his brother who used to be a racer. If I tell him to run 200 meters in 15 seconds, he will do exactly that in 15 seconds. I told him to do that next 200 meters in 23 seconds, and then I told him in 19 seconds, but he always gets it exactly. He's never even off. Okay, what? No. He's not even off by 0.0000001. How the hell can you tell that? You're not Flash. You're not a goddamn speedster. No, not yet. But what? That's some feat right there for you to apparently clock that. How does he do that? That's so cool. Think I could do that? Well, it depends on your determination and hard work, but Nicholas here is a special case. He's always had the expertise of sense of timing. He was born with it, you know. Your father doesn't have that ability either, so that's why he chose to become a trainer instead. Oh. That's interesting. Again, we could have got some horse-related stuff in a different sense last night, but when it comes to training jockeys and, equestrian stuff, I don't really know if they're actually giving us legitimate details. I would assume so, but that's kind of interesting. The dichotomy of having whatever this timing means to separate a racer from a trainer. Who's that? The big horse? That there is Black Rose. That's a fucking awesome name. It's a bit sensitive, but your brother is going to ride him in the next tournament. He will definitely win for sure. I can guarantee that. Well, now because you said that, he's gonna die, and it's a flashback. No, I mean the kid who's leading the horse with Dad. Oh, him. Why? Why are we doing this? This is okay. This is unneedlessly paralleling to. Oh, if I could speak. We are paralleling to part 1. We have my name is truly Jonathan Joestar. They have ties to England, and now Diego Brando is part of the flashback with Johnny. I guess he would have to know him a little bit more detailed because he says he knows who he is. He has his instincts or whatever the hell he said. But damn, we're doing this beat for beat. The only difference is he has a brother and Danny's a mouse, and his dad is more of a dick to him than the actual main timeline. That's crazy. We're doing this again. He really said, another one. Another one. One more time. One more time. He is Diego B something. Some kid named Dio for short. He's got some promise, so they're letting him work here as a hot walker. I don't know what that is. A hot walker. Is that like a trainer or something? Or he's a trainee, I don't know. So this is when he meets Diego Brando. But now we see his brother is... Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me that Diego kills his brother. Computer, stop. Is Diego going to kill his brother? He doesn't kill Danny in this timeline, but he'll kill his brother. Oh, please, don't do this. Yo, you had such a good backstory in this one, my man. Don't do it. Nicholas is really amazing. He can control such a huge stallion perfectly. The control is no different than when he was riding the other horses. You're good at everything, Nicholas. Maybe I'm not your real brother after all. I mean, after all, we don't look alike. Don't say that too loud. Back then, they actually might stone you. Okay, listen here, Johnny. You're still young. No matter what Dad tells you, when you get a little bit older, I'll teach you how to ride properly. Then we can ride around the entire world together, helping each other grow. Man, oh, well, now he's definitely gonna die. That's so effed up. Yada yada does a Gyro is goated. He is. I think so far I do like Gyro a little bit more than Johnny, But I do appreciate that Johnny kind of reins in Gyro at times, which has been a very interesting dichotomy. After all, it's a Joestar and a Zeppeli. We've only really gotten a couple of those in like the story, so I expected more so like we were going to get another dichotomy of either a master and apprentice, or like kind of like begrudging best friends, and they be like come closer and stuff like with Caesar and Joseph. But this one, not only are they like growing as friends, they are very much helping each other grow as people, like understanding like what is right and wrong, what is sensibility versus duty, what is, the right way to have dreams, to aspire to something. Just because you might have a goal, are you actually passionate for it? Which I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Caesar is goated, not Gyro. I don't. Whoo, that's tough. That's tough. We can talk about that later though. That's a tough one. That's a toughie. Alvaduel. Oh man, I was so disappointed that Alvaduel didn't last long in here. I wanted my boy. Yes, I am. But no, he was not him. He was not him. Sad. Sag. But okay, so Johnny's brother in this timeline, aka Jonathan, is gonna die. I hope it's not because Dio. I'm hoping Dio did not like sabotage his brother's gear and then he falls off his horse and he dies. I'm hoping that's not the case, because if that's the case, Dio, you are such a fucking asshole, even more so than normal. You don't have to be this way. Oh, next page. Next page. Next page. Oh, I can't believe this. I mean, they were already saying, "Oh, we're going to become," they were doing like the pinky promise like you do as kids. "Oh, we're going to become best friends. We're going to have adventures, big brother." Nope. 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 Oh, I'm goated? Oh, well, thanks. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate that. Yeah, as a JoJo's fan myself, I used to like part 5, but now I like part 7 because the stands and how good the story is for a non-anime. Okay. I mean, I've already said it before. My personal favorite, not necessarily best, but my personal favorite, I think, is part 5. And I kind of fluctuate that with part 3. What do I think is the best overall, though? It's either part 5 or 3, but I think in my heart of hearts, something that I will just always love is part 5. I don't know what it is. Whether it be Giorno, Bucciarati, the goat, even kind of like the setting of Italy is very nice. It's very tranquil, but at the same time menacing, But for part 7 right now, it is growing on me. I'm almost halfway done part 7. I could probably say part 7, it lives up to a certain amount of the hype. I still have some things here and there. So far, I'm kind of like, I want to see where it goes. But I can definitely see why people, are always saying that this is the craziest part ever. Yeah. Yeah. At least so far. And then 2, I can see why people really like the characters here. They are definitely very strong characters. They are very strong main leads. So far, I'm liking part 7. Do I think it is going to be my favorite? Or overall best? Like, it's best written, best everything? Maybe. But even then, we're going to, you know what? It's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a whole thing. Do I believe in gravity? Yes, I do believe in gravity. Do you not believe the gospels of our Lord and Savior? Of course I do. Of course I do. Yeah, 5 had a lot of good moments, and for some reason, a lot of people hate. What? Okay, that's not. I have not seen that. All right, I don't know where that comes from. The parts I know people hate the most, from what I've seen, it's either they don't like part 3, mainly because the anime fucking split up everything, and they think Jotaro's a boring character. They'll hate on part 6, mainly because the anime, again, did not do a good part of delivering the stuff, and people are kind of mixed on Jolene. And then, from what I've heard, we're not there yet, part 8 apparently is mixed. People are like saying, you'll either love part 8, or you'll think part 8's like one of the worst parts ever. I'm like, really? Is it really that divisive? So I don't know about part 5. I do remember some people when part 5 came out, when they were originally manga readers getting into the anime, they say they prefer the anime adaptation of the manga because it was a lot more quicker paced. They prefer the anime's art style. So maybe it's like, okay, it was a much more improved version of the manga, but overall, saying part 5 is not liked by some people, I think it's crazy. I think that is, like, you should be locked up in an insane asylum for saying that. I cannot even fathom people saying part 5 isn't good. The only thing I will definitely say part 5 lacks is the main villain. I won't deny Diavolo is not the best villain. His powers are cool. Design is, but overall as a threat by the end, he's not the greatest. I'll say that. Fine. Cool. Everything else though, fuck, it's so good. It's so good. People don't like part 5. Yeah, 5 had a lot of good moments, but for some, I can't believe that. That's blasphemy to me. Yes. Do you have any information on when Steel Ball Run comes out? So we talked about it in the beginning part of the stream. So if you want to go check out the VOD, go check that out. I'm gonna probably drop information in the description down below. So after the stream, go check that out. The only stuff that we have right now is that we know the director, we know the sound team, we know the character design team, we know basically a lot of the main heads behind making this anime. And it's a lot of the usual people from every other part, and a lot of it is also going to be done by the guys who did part 5. So if you hate part 5 for whatever reason, just to let you know, the part 5 team is doing a lot of work for part 7 anime. But as of right now, there is no release date. We do know September 23rd, there's going to be information that's going to be dropped. My best guess is we're going to get a teaser trailer for characters and how they sound, maybe some animation. They might leak who's going to do the opening, like who's the team, and then they'll give like a date, like coming spring 2026. And then as we get closer, they'll give us another trailer and an actual specific date. But as of right now, we don't have a date for its release. It's still in production, but we're going to get news 23rd of September. My best guess is a trailer, something. That's my guess. Potato King, do you actually have a link or a source to that April 3rd? Because if that's the case, that would be kind of cool. Around my birthday. My birthday, the day that I was blessed. Yes. So if you have an actual like information on that, like I would like to see that. Because if it does come out in April, that'd be kind of cool. But my best guess is probably spring 26. Yeah, part 8 is really good because of stands, but the pacing is horrible. We'll see. Again, I guess I should also say this. I love the comments and everything. Do me a solid, though, because I know people kind of have this issue. Don't spoil. I'm a first-time reader of part 7, eventually for 8 and 9. I know people really want to talk about stuff. Hold it in. Minor spoilers for right now. It's okay for part 7. Not too big, but minor ones. Don't say anything about part 8. It's fine if people want to like say, yeah, overall pacing wasn't that great. Cool. Great. But, all right. So, right then and there, pacing might be an issue. Part 5 is the best, but Diavolo wasn't good because we didn't get much information on him, and I wish he talked more about... True. Okay. Yeah, no, that's... Again, I will admit Diavolo is not the best villain. He's not. I like his abilities, but he's not that good. And I think the overall point of him being a Shadow Dawn, in the end, was a disservice to his character. Especially coming out of part 4, where we had Kira Yoshikage, who was also kind of this slicked back. He's trying to be on the down low, but we still got a lot of character stuff for him. So, it's kind of hard. Because people do say Kira is either the second best or the best villain in JoJo. So it's like, when you're coming off the high heels of him, it's kind of like, shit, you really gotta stand out. And Diavolo, not really. I say part 8 is great, especially when the twist of the part is revealed later, but part 7 is still the best of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Part 5 animators are animating part 7? Yes. Yes, they are. All right. We're going to do a quick side tangent. And then we'll come back and do our stuff. But if you weren't aware, a lot of the main team is coming back that usually does the animes, but a lot of it is also going to be directed by Golden Wind, right here. And then for character designs, Golden Wind. This is the guy who worked primarily on Golden Wind. So, if you didn't like Golden Wind's character designs versus Part 6, Part 4, whatever, well, Part 7 is going to have that. It's going to have that in spades. Also, the sound director, as always, for Stardust Crusaders, Diamonds Unbreakable, Golden Wind, and Stone Ocean's coming back. So, cool. Love it. We're going to get some good music. We're going to be eating with that music. I imagine going to be a lot of country-based stuff, but we're going to get some good stuff. I don't have a link, but I thought it was, unless I'm schizo. I mean, I don't know. My best guess is it's probably going to come out in spring, too. I think it's going to come out spring 2026. If it's April, great. It could be late spring, though. So, like, May. Where to read Steel Ball Run? This is why I have the links. If you scroll through the chat, unless it's refreshed, I have a link in the stream in the description. We read off of Manga Dex. I'm reading the official colored version. However, it is not the official translated. The official English translation is only now coming out. In fact, Volume 1 is the only one that's officially translated right now, but I'm using Manga Dex. So there you go. Sigma Drain, if I'm saying that correctly. I'm reading off Manga Dex. So you can either scroll through chat, or it's in my description of the actual stream. It should be there. You should be able to find it. I'm on chapter 42. Bro, Yogo Kana is amazing music, so Johnny's main theme is going to be a banger. Oh, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I gotta go, but before I wanted to tell you that you have a very underrated challenge, and you deserve more. Wish you the... Aw. Hey. Well, thank you. Listen, it's a journey. It's not a race. I'm here for the long haul. I'm going to do my best. I want to try and provide just a nice environment for people to come in. We read stuff. We'll play games. I will be trash at them because I have no skill whatsoever. We're going to have tech issues. I'm so sorry. But for everyone that still wants to sit through that and enjoy my company, it's always greatly appreciated. Netro over here. Thank you. I appreciate you. So thank you for coming to the stream and checking this out. If you just want to do any kind of more support, subscribe. We're almost at 100 subscribers. I got plans. We might be doing our first reaction at 100 subscribers, so. But thank you. Thank you for showing up today. All right. No more. Must read. So, Diego. Or I assume it's Diego. But I could be wrong. But Diego probably tampered with his brother's stuff. Sad. But inevitable. So we see his brother, Nicholas, fall off his horse. Literally. What? And then the trainers, everyone is rushing to the field. Man. He seemed like a cool guy. But of course. Backstory. Must die. Nicholas! Nicholas, are you okay? Quickly, everyone, get to him. Someone call a doctor. And then we see young Johnny Joestar seeing his poor brother sprawled out on the field. Yo, doing anything with horses is very dangerous. I love horses. I think they are majestic creatures. They're awesome. I love watching them race, but like they are not to be trifled with. One false move and you are dead. What happened? What happened to him? I saw a mouse. Oh my. Shut the fuck up. No way. No way. We're going to pin it on the mouse, and then his dad is going to hate him more, and then. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's so terrible, but they're going to do that. They're going to pin it on the mouse. It's going to be, quote, Danny. Therefore, it's Johnny's fault. Therefore, his dad's going to be even more disappointed and hate him because he killed his firstborn. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, man. That's some horrible, horrible treatment right there. Also, it's Diego saying that. Oh, wow. Wow. We just really want to ruin this guy's life. I saw a mouse scuttling near the horse's leg. It ran off into the woods. Black Rose was startled by the white mouse. Are horses scared of mouses? I know elephants are. But are horses scared of mouses? And then a white mouse is what he's thinking. Breath of God. Please, keep on breathing. Please, someone hurry and get a doctor. Nicholas, no! Yeah. Yo, Diego, fuck you. Fuck you. Diego probably did some shit. He probably did. I'm calling it now. Diego probably did some awful, like, now I get to race your horse. And because your younger brother's a piece of shit, I get to take all his glory. Just like in the fucking first part. So, we have a scrapbook. Johnny Joestar Genius Rookie Debuts. Before his accident, yeah, he was good. So, he probably not only wanted to get into racing because of his brother, but because he felt like it was the right thing to do. And his family member was like, you killed your brother. You're going to fucking race now. It's like, you don't got a choice. It's like, oh, okay. I guess so. Johnny Joestar Genius Jockey Debut. So we see his scrapbook picture. First place in a Kentucky Derby. Something fastest Johnny. Then we see Johnny putting on his boots, his spurs. Oh. And his boot rips. This is when he could still walk around. When he had like the beanie on for some reason. So he looks at his brother's room. Damn. Aw. It's one of those where like when the person dies, they keep the room the exact same way that they left it. They'll keep it clean. They'll have all of their stuff out. Damn. Yo, his brother could have been like the real deal. His brother could have been like the real deal. Look at all those trophies. Sad. So sad. Poor Johnny. All of his boots. Oh, he's gonna go get his brother's boots. Oh, man, that's nice. But let me guess, his dad's gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing in here, you disgraceful little bastard? Something like that. Exactly. And your next words are going to be, damn, bro, let him be, man. It wasn't his fault. You don't have to be like that. What are you doing in here, Jonathan? Oh, father, you're home. Well, I wanted to get some riding boots. The boots that I have are falling apart. I thought it would be nice if I could, borrow them. Huh, I see. But you must return those boots to the closet from whence they came. That is Nicholas's closet. And those are for Nicholas's riding boots. Oh, Pops. That's some fuck shit. But unfortunately, I feel like that would be a very, very real scenario. Like, as horrible as that is, some parent would probably have some degree of favoritism, if not outright saying, I like this kid more than I like you. So when that kid dies and it's blamed on the other kid, yeah. That's sad. That's sad. What's up? Potato. Ziz. My pacing on my video schedule is bad, but once I get OBS, I can finally make my channel better. Now I wonder if sometime you would do a collab and do some JoJo's related stuff. Sound cool? Yeah, sure. If you want to do like a collab, yeah, we can like discuss JoJo stuff. That's fine with me. I'm learning OBS too, so don't be ashamed if you feel like you are not perfect with it. I guess if I have to give a tip for anyone, even though I'm still super new to this, and last night showed that I have a long way to go with learning OBS. don't be afraid to do streaming if you feel like you aren't going to have a smooth stream. Whether it be you, weather, active nature, or just your stuff doesn't work properly, still stream. I think I've now kind of understood, like, even if it's going to be a scuff stream, just do it. It's experience. So, Potato King, I wish you luck on your OBS journey and eventually streaming. And then, yeah, if you feel comfortable, we can do a collab. I'm totally down for that. But yeah, just do it anyway. If you feel like you're gonna like be embarrassed, who cares? Everyone's gonna embarrass themselves one day or another. So yeah, but good luck, man. And I would totally like to do some JoJo's related stuff. Yes, I know that, but I don't have a pair of spare boots. I only have the one, and my feet are the same size as Nicholas now. Huh. Perhaps you don't notice the hole in the bottom of your boots because you weren't taking care of them properly. That's your fault and responsibility. Damn, Dad, yo. Even as a good jockey, he's just never going to be his firstborn. He's never going to be the son that he wants. Well, yeah, I see your point, but I have an important tournament tomorrow, and I promised you that I win no matter what. Huh, win? That's strange. Winning means you'll be number one. Dio won't be running in today's race. Even if you win, you cannot be considered a victor. So don't get cocked. Damn, he's already liking Dio more than him. Wow. Araki really said, hey, what if I make Jonathan's dad from part 1 again, but I make him worse? Wow. Okay. All right, so we're doubling down. We're doubling down on a fucking asshole of a dad. Just saying, you're a goddamn disgrace. Why would you ever think you're winning? If Dio's not in it, how can you call yourself number one? You will never beat Dio. Nicholas, he was far more superior to someone like Dio. Was he now? Was he? Oh shit, that's some claim. I mean, it's a young Dio, but like that goes to show you if he stuck around in another alternate timeline, if Nicholas was alive and was in Steel Ball Run, I wonder how good he would have been. I wonder. But Pops, you can't be this way to your kid. To your last kid, your last real kid. Please, I don't have time to find another one. Just let me borrow the boots. No, you have no right to use Nicholas's. Now put them back this instant. What is with you, Dad? You're always talking about Nicholas this and Nicholas that. My brother had died 7 years ago. I'm the one that's going to be racing today. So please, just come and watch my race today for once. And I'll show you I will win. Damn. Just put back the boots in the closet, Jonathan. And then... oh, I think one of the boots rips. Oh, no. What? These are just old boots. They're just objects. I'm going to enter today's race and win with these very boots. You're going to insult your brother's name. Now give them to me this instant. Stop. Just let go. And then, shoulder checked his dad by accident. Get the fuck off me. And then punched him into the glass mirror. And of course, because it's JoJo's, everyone has either ultra luck or they have negative luck. Dad falls into a glass shard and punctures his neck. Oh, wait, Father. Oh, God. You took the wrong son from me. That's terrible. That is probably one of the worst things you could probably ever say to a son. Or any kid. You know what? Fuck son. That's one of the worst things you could probably ever say to your kid. You took the wrong son. You took the wrong daughter. You took the wrong kid. God, give me back the one that I actually love. It's like, fuck, man. Damn. Terrible. That is really, really messed up. Fuck. All right, Johnny. I see your motivation. If it wasn't just because he was crippled, oh no, guess what? His heart was crippled as well. What? Dad, why? Just get out! You're not welcome here anymore! Get out of my sight! Fine. If you're going to be that way, I'm not going to trust anyone. And I'll do fine on my own. Damn! That's not what the bro wanted! His brother would be like, Dad, fuck off, will you? Okay? Let my brother have my boots. Man. That's sad. So then he goes and race. He probably wins his Kentucky Derby. He cries through the pain. A mouse scuttled near a black horse legs that day. A white mouse. Where did the mouse come from? Was it really there? Yes, it probably did pass in front of Nicholas's horse that day. But white mouse, the one I let go instead of drowning like I was told to, there must be a mistake. Had Danny come back to me? God made a mistake that day. It wasn't supposed to be my brother. It should have been me who was taken. I should have been the one who died. At least then my father could have had ... That's so fucked, man. That's terrible to think. Man, that is so sad. That's why I had to pay my price. Someday fate would catch up to me. Oh, Jojo's and fate is a very, very interesting thing. Even if it was just bit by bit, fate would come and surround me directly, and it would be blinded me. I couldn't escape my own glory. That's true. You were definitely a different person back then. Not a good person, but I can understand why you wanted glory so much. I would have an inch of hope, a moment of happiness, at least from what I believed. Damn, yo, he is in a fucking pile of women. Right, and then the person, bang, and everyone would abandon me in an instant. In the end, no one would ever be concerned for my well-being. Everyone would leave. They wouldn't even give me a passing glance. Not like me. Gyro, that's what you said back then. No, this is me. This is the path that I'm walking. Right now, I feel the same as I did back then when I thought about the mouse. There's something that I just can't see, surrounding me quietly, threatening to catch up. I can't beat it. It's something like my nail bullets. Is my stand ability, or if my stand ability doesn't stand a chance against this thing, y'all, these fucking word dinosaur explosion things are catching up. So he sees that, then he does his spinning nail bullets, fires them off. He hits them, but then I think they're gonna like explode or something like that. I forget the ability that he put on them. So they rip apart, and then they splatter onto the horse. Through its pieces, and then Gyro feels something. Yeah, his leg starts to just fall apart. Ugh. And then Johnny, too. They're feeling the delayed effects. And then we have more of these little critters. The guy who's in the shadows that we haven't seen yet. Here he is. He's in the cornfield. Running through our field, the user, Dio is lending his dinosaur ability to. That guy is a tool. His ability is definitely not Dio's. It's a range-based power with several meters. The stand doesn't destroy whatever these dinosaurs touch. It depends. It sends out a signal, and it destroys what's at the end of the signal. It's like the works of sound, like how a sound travels. So it's a weird shockwave that's being sent out through these dinosaur word things. And when it finally does touch something, or not touch something, but at the end of its travel, that's when it will activate. So we have to get out of range from it. It doesn't destroy our horses on impact. It travels through until it reaches our bodies. Well, Valkyrie's gonna go down too if we keep this up. Damn it, we are in pretty rough shapes. Wasn't Hot Pants around here somewhere? Yeah, let's go to Hot Pants. Go find Hot Pants. I need him to fix those legs with his spray. I'm bleeding profusely. I can't. There's no time for that. Yeah. So Hot Pants to the rescue, maybe. But we'll see. Oh no, they fly now. He's got goddamn these like pterodactyl bat things. There are more monsters heading our way. Some of them are flying. We're gonna get hit. We're gonna hit the Mississippi River soon if we don't think of something. Shit, this is really bad. The river's gonna come to a dead end soon. Alright, boys, what's our plan? Then Johnny aims his finger one more time. No, it's no use. They're going to catch up. They're here. And Gyro doesn't have his steel balls with him. Right, because they got destroyed. Fuck, that's sad. And my nail bullets are not powerful enough to do lasting damage. Surrounded. I've been surrounded. And now they've caught up to me. Johnny, we're going to ditch our horses. Our horses can cross the river on their own. We have to save Valkyrie. I'm going to let them go. What? Now, jump, Johnny. So they jump off their horse. Dinos are tracking them. They're tumbling down like this little ravine area. Dig. Go, Johnny, and dig under the mud. And then the dinos are now literally perched on them as they're hiding from them. So the sound effect on the purple dinosaurs are dinos burn. So they have a lasting sound effect to what? Ignite anything? Damn, that's terrible. So, because they're now close to Johnny, they're activating their ability. And his tongue is literally boiling. That's, wow, that's descriptive there. Oh, God, what? Fire? From where? And then Gyro's pinky starts to burn. What the hell's going on? My finger's burning now? Gyro, was it a good idea to bury ourselves under mud to scatter sound? Well, supposedly sound travels faster sound travels faster in ground, supposedly. Same thing with water. So I don't know where you're going to get an area that doesn't have good sound tracking. Maybe like if you can make a concussive boom. My mouth is just... And now his eyes are starting to light up. Oh, man. God damn it, my eyelashes. They caught fire. These monsters aren't limited to just cutting and stabbing. They also have an ability to burn. If we stay in the mud, Gyro, they will eventually burn us alive from the inside out. The guy's overlooking them. This is what was he planning to do all along. It's almost as if he had known that we would bury ourselves in the mud. He must have another ability as well. It's as if the different sounds have us completely surrounded. Does he have like a dual sensibility too? I wonder. He already trapped us. Hey, Johnny, you know you're already getting me nervous. Don't just spew whatever you're thinking out of your goddamn mouth. I don't have steel balls with me. You can't hit with your nails. Are you understanding? Are you underestimating my rotation? Are you looking down on the 250 years of the Zeppeli family history? Yo, let's see what these, fucking rotations can do. They've already done a lot. But please, by all means, go ahead. What I've taught you is still just the basics. Oh, excuse me. So all that wacky ultra giga chat stuff that he's been doing with the rotations before he got like a stand ability, that was just the basics. What's like the ultra techniques then? What's the hidden style? By the way, hydrate. Huh? Come on now. Pay your respects. I'll teach you the next steps in rotation. This is going to be lesson 4. Probably. Okay, I like that. I got no choice. We're cornered. So I'm going to teach you this. What is this ultimate technique? What? There's another level? Chapter 42 end. Okay. So now we... Oh, another bonus chapter. Cool. Okay. So this is chapter 42.5. So this is probably like part of the volumes and stuff. They say, the saying goes that something cannot be born from nothing. But that is only a hypothetical statement. In recent scientific studies, there have been the cases where subatomic particles, tiny particles, have been born where it was deemed nothing, a actual scientifitific vacuum. I guess that's what, like, the Big Bang was born from. And this energy, and those subatomic particles have the ability to suddenly convert into energy. And this energy can disperse as quickly as it will appear. So the subatomic particles just form, burst, and gone. Okay. So again, Big Bang. Apparently concepts such as gravity. Do you believe? Do you believe? Yo, I feel like I should be playing... Hold on. Wait, I'm going to pull it up. I'm pulling it up. No! Wrong OST. Where is it? Where are you? Yes. I'm going to lower the volume just a little bit, but yes. Apparently concepts as gravity and mass are born from this principle. In short, something can be born from nothing, and nothing is equivalent to possibility. So we see like a bunch of stars and stuff. The idea of subatomic particles is not restrained only to a field of space, but it happens all the time on our own planet. With our daily lives, the devil's palm. Interesting. So it's a plane of possibility is what they're saying, maybe. With that as an introductory concept, in the story, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Title drop? That's weird. Okay. The spiritual energy that some humans have to draw on are called stands. For our purpose, these invisible spiritual entities is expressed through visual depictions. Let me lower it just a little bit more. For example, they can be shown as such. Right. So, hold on. Time the fuck out. Wait a minute. I thought they would be showing us part 5 stands. Or part 7 stands. No. They are showing us actual stands that we've seen. So, who do we have here? We have Shigechi's stand. We have the tower. We have... I think that's the water stand in the beginning of part 4. We have... oh my god. Fugo's... fucking, like... poison stand. I think that's... no, that's not Black Sabbath. That is... oh, wait. That's, Foo Fighters. Yeah, that's Foo Fighters. That's the fucking stand from part 5. I'm pretty sure that, like, turns people into, like, old people. That's the... I think that's, Electric Hot Chili Pepper, if I remember correctly. I don't remember you. But this is serving as an overall narrative for stands. Okay, this is actually a very important chapter. I thought this was just like part 7 stuff. No. So, when they're talking about these vacuum and then molecular energy being formed from nothing, and then we see the devil's palm, gravity, mass. This is important. Yo! Crazy Diamond! They can be shown as characters of their own which appears behind their user, human or animal. Fair. When they punch an object, things are changed. They are destroyed. Oh, Anubis! What? This is cool. I like this. I like this description. So we have Anubis. We have Sex Pistols. We have the crazy baby doll that was going after Polnareff. The fucking this is like the debt one that like, oh my god, what was his name? Koichi was trying to save his family members from. Darby! What's going on, Darby? Yo, it's been a hot second. What's going on, my guy? Rohan's fucking, his heavenly thing. We have the weird car, yeah. The ship. Damn, memory lane. Yo, hold on. Wait, pause the music. Hold on a second. What? That's kind of cool. So what is this all leading towards, I wonder? In other cases, they can store their energy in objects, such as a sword, guns. I feel like this is Araki trying to like clear the weird mismatch of lore and stands to be like, all right, here's like the authentic guide to stands in a bonus chapter for some reason. They can also take the forms of mundane objects, such as dolls, playing cards. Really? Whoa, wait, what? Wait, Darby's stand is his cards? Wait, didn't he have a stand, though? I could have sworn Darby had a stand. Yeah, he had a stand. He actually had a physical stand. No, not you. Yeah, wait. Is Araki retconning Darby's stand? That it wasn't this. It was a pair of playing cards, I wonder. Is he rewriting Darby? I mean, that would be fine. Like, I don't care if it is playing cards. It's just that we saw him have a manifestation of a stand. Like, in this part, Ringo, like, he had to use his watch, but apparently Araki interviewed and said the watch was just or not even an interview. It was even later, after the chapter that he wrote in, like, a subtext, the watch was just a force of habit for him. It wasn't his actual stand ability. He just perceived it as something that he needed to do to activate his stand ability. So maybe it's in the same vein here for Darby, where Darby, he does have, like, you know, a manifestation of a stand in a humanoid shape, but for him to activate his stand ability, he needs to use playing cards. Or, not needs to use, but he believes that through playing cards, he can only activate his stand. Something akin to that. But that's interesting. It feels like he is kind of trying to change Darby. But it's been to be fair, it's been a hot minute since part 3, so forgive me. Forgive me. It's been a hot second. Some of these things have the ability to move or attack other people. There are those that are as small and move in large numbers. Shigechis, yes, yes. There are some that can become parts of the human body. Right, so we have the fucking cat plant, we have the parasite, I guess technically, Purple Hermit, you can also say Holly's unfinished stand was one of those too. Both Darby brothers had some stand with different designs. Yeah, they did. They did. And those who can see these stands with their heart's eye are called stand users. Their heart's eye. I feel like that's the first time we've heard that. But maybe that's just an overall indication of you can see stands. Okay. Whoa! Wait, this goes hard, though. Whoa! Whoa! Hold up, good fella. Hold up, Araki. I mean, the art styles across the board are kind of mix and match, but wait. And by the way, for all the Jotaro Kujo haters out there, yada yada does it. Who's in the front of the pack, boys? Who's in the front of the pack? That's right. That's fucking right. That's right. I mean, I love Giorno, obviously. I love Giorno, but look who's in the front. Look who's in the fucking front, baby. Woo! Now, he's not as muscular as the Jotaro I know. Yes. Hold on. Let me not destroy myself over this, but yes. 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 This is my Jotaro. This is my Jotaro right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, God, yeah. But still, though, heat. Heat. So we got Jotaro, Porinifu. We have Kakyuin. We have, of course, our boy Johnny. We got Rohan. Oh, fuck. The Ghost Girl? I think so. Yeah, I guess she was a stand user, I guess. Ghost Girl. We have Josuke. We have Koichi's girl, Yasukade, whatever. My boy Giorno, which he looks hella different. He looks way different here. That one guy in part 4, I forget his name, but yeah, him. Shigechi, my dude, my brother. Stands adhere to some rules like the following. Okay. Shoot, let's go. Yeah, this is like a weird, like, reintroduction to stands. Stands move according to their users' wishes and commands. Sure. Stands can only be affected by other stands. I don't know about that, but okay. When stands are injured, their user is also injured at the same time. I believe so. I think there are some cases where that's not the case, but yeah. When a stand user dies, their stand disappears with them. Again, not necessarily. Oh, God. So this does feel like Araki's trying to, like, because it's part 7 at this point of him, I guess, writing this, but he's trying to lock down, like, oh yeah, it's been a long time, but, like, you know, let's kind of, like, revisit the rules. What are the rules for stands? Well, hold on. If I can fucking spell. Part 5, Trish versus... What was this fucking person? What was this goddamn stand name? What was this one dude that just, like, his ability was, oh, you're gonna die. And, like, become, like, a mass. No. Ah, Trish, help me. Help me, oh my God. Spice Girl versus... What the fuck was it? What the fuck was the thing? It was this thing. It was this thing. I don't remember what this stand was called or the stand user. But, like, this motherfucker here, as far as we could tell, his ability was just, oh, I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna become, like, a fucking mass that just keeps growing. So when the rules say, when a stand user dies, the stand disappears, that's kind of not true. That's kind of not true because this guy exists. And then also in part 6, there is the hanging guy. Part 6. No, not Hangman. Not Hangman. Not him. Fuck. It was Ernest. Yes. Yeah. I think this guy. Yeah. this guy too, his ability also was, hey, we're gonna like hang ourselves, and that's about it. And even in this part too, there kind of was that ability as well. Yeah, here we go. So I think for the most part, you could say that this is a definitive rule that when a stand user does die, the stand disappears. That's fine, but there technically are. Where did they fucking go? Oh, I guess I got rid of it. There are some exceptions to the rules, like this guy here, but sure. And then what's number 5? Consequently, when a stand is defeated, their user dies as well. Sure. Again, there might be some exceptions. Dude, look at my boy. It's been so long since part 3 and part 5. Polnareff. Foo. Oh, no, my boy. Oh, he was so good. Bring him back. What is this? Flame Warrior Golden. God bless you, man. Repent and believe in the gospel of... Okay. He truly loves you, and... I mean... Okay. I guess so. I hope you're referring to some Poochie stuff. I hope you are. But, okay. So, Ariana. Crane, Notorious B.I.G. Yes, indeed. But... man, I miss Polnareff. But yeah, the stand rules, here they are. The rules, they are kind of true, but there are some exceptions. Oh, wait, I was wrong. There's more. Number 6. A stand energy or power is inversely proportional to the range of operations. Yes and no, because I think there are some stands that have like a set limit on their radius, but then they can still do stuff that's out of their radius. So it isn't perfect, but yes. The closer the stand is to their user, the more powerful, precise, and faster it is. Again, I don't know about that per se, but I guess so. Like, again, Araki's not perfect, but there are inconsistencies. There are inconsistencies with the stand's abilities, attributes. Like, when, in the anime, specifically, when you get, like, the pie chart, and it's like, they have an A in strength, but they have a C in durability, but their range is S tier. It varies. It varies super heavily. It's like, yo, you're saying Jotaro has an, like, S in strength, but then apparently, like, oh, if he's, like, within, like, 10 meters, that S tier strength goes to, like, a D tier. Like, he can't fucking destroy a brick wall. But then, by this logic, if he stands close to himself, pun taken, if he stands close to his, ability, it should be stronger, which I think for most of the time is true. But then there are other cases where it's like the same thing happens again, where he's like point blank with his stand, and then it's like, oh, wait, you didn't die? How? How is that possible? So the rules and the stand attributes are not perfect, but this is, I think, an overall guide to re-explain stands, which I think is fine. It's been a while. But yes, so of course, Dio Ri. Hold on, do I have the sound clip? My boy, yes. So we have fucking Kira. No, it's a blast from a past today. So we have Kira Yoshikage. We have Killer Queen bites the duster. But the farther away the stand goes, the weaker and slower and less precise the movements become. Sure. In a general sense, sure. 7. Therefore, there are such things as smart or stupid ways to use one stand. Excuse me. Yeah. Number 8. Stands can be inherited. There you go. So, we talked about this. I don't know if it was last stream or the stream before that. But we talked a little bit about, like, hey, Jonathan, if he stood alive, what would have been his stand? And if you go back, because it's in the anime and it's in the manga, before Dio becomes Dio in part 3, when he's doing his thing, if you actually go back in the early parts of part 3, Dio, Jonathan, stand, you actually see that he can use a variant of Purple Hermit. So there actually probably would have been more likely evidence before he took over Jonathan's body completely that just like Joseph, he would have gotten a Purple Hermit base stand versus a Star Platinum stand. However, I also like the fact, yes, wait, this is actually good fan art. Hold on. I've seen this fan art before. But, like, I have seen people make the evidence that, like, Jonathan is, like, represented by Star Platinum. And I can see that, too. So people then would say he might actually have a Star Platinum base stand or a Zawaro stand. I don't know. I think it's more likely because of his relation to Joseph being closer in bloodline that the power set would be more similar. But maybe like this art right here, made by, I don't know who is this by. Whoever this is by on Reddit. Good art, by the way. Shout out to them. Not my piece. But for them, they might have like a hybrid between a Star Platinum and a Zawardo stand and a Purple Hermit. That could very much likely be the case. So when we see like this chart here, if you were to put Jonathan, what would he have been? Also, Jonathan's son apparently had, Joseph's dad had a stand, but we don't talk about that. What does that say? Hold on. The hell does that say? I can't zoom in. Hold on. So, I wonder, is he making an indication? Dormant. So, there's this indication here, dormant. I wonder if that's like an indication, like, yeah. So, why does, by this train of logic, we know Holly has a vine-based stand, but Jotaro Kujo does have nothing to do with, like, a vine, rope, nothing. His thing is Star Platinum, muscle. But then we see Jolene, though it's more of a humanoid stand, she comes back to the strings. And again, by this train of logic, Josuke as well, he has nothing to do with, like, any string elements. It's just a human. So there can be, like, kind of like genetics, maybe you can say, a variation based on who you are more so. So, like, the main attribute could be string. And that's why someone like Joseph, Holly, in theory, Jonathan, and his son would have had more string than power humanoids like these guys. But you could also argue there is both the traits that Jonathan would have had, and it just depends on the genetics and your aptitude on what you would have gotten. Maybe. That's my TED Talk on Jonathan's stand, because I know that's always like a contention, like, hey, did Jonathan have a stand? Would he have gotten a stand? What would it have looked like? What's going on with Dio in the beginning of part 3? Are there retcons? Is it inconsistency? Yes to some, yes to, or no to some other stuff. You know. Still while run his peak? Yes. King Arthur, Notorious B.I.G. Yes, sir. Anya, Crane. Maybe. But, yes, so stands are inherited by family. But what you get is not a flat out, here it is, you have to have it. Kind of like actual genetics. Number 9, there can only be one stand to a user. Again, yes and no. Fuck, no. Google, come back. Come back to me, Google. I still need you. I still need you, Google. Because we get to Poochie. And even Dio himself. Yeah, technically their main stand is, you know, it is, you know, fucking, oh my god, what was his fucking name again? Whitesnake. There we go. It is Whitesnake. And it's through other ways that he gets fucking Sea Moon and then Made in Heaven. But he does find a way to get multiple stands. It is what it is. And again, Dio too. Dio with the vines. He has technically multiple stands. So these rules are true for most cases, but there are exceptions that we see to these rules. And that can be considered an inconsistency if you want it to be, fine. But I'm not as harped up about that. Then we have number 10. Depending on the user, a stand has the ability to evolve. Also true. I think that's what we're going to probably see from Johnny, I imagine. But Johnny, he's a little bit more special, obviously. Our predecessors, with their wisdom, created tools. So we have the stone mask. But that's not really stand, that's more Hamon, but okay. And then we have, obviously, the arrow. Yes, they have the ability to draw out their stands. Whether their ability to do this through intelligence or through sheer chance is unknown. And then, of course, we have the Devil's Palm. So the Devil's Palm and the arrow, yes. Again, is Araki trying to imply that the stone mask can bring out stand abilities? Like, not only can it, like, make you a vampire, does it bring out your inherent aptitude, if you have any, for a stand? Because that would be different. That would be like, that's definitely a new lore that he would be trying to push on us. Jolene used the stand arrow. I think she did, right? I think so. You could be right. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. It's been a second. Did she use the stand arrow? True. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. She did bring out, or she did have the stand arrow. So again, even though that, because Holly again has no aptitude for a stand, but because of everything that was going on with Dio and stuff, it brought out her innate aptitude for a stand because of her family tree. So without the arrow, would she have gotten A, a stand, Jolene, and B, would it have been like we've seen before with Stone Ocean? Maybe, maybe not. So maybe that can also be another answer to why, like, she has string, but it's also humanoid. So that's a fair point. That is a fair point. She did get struck by the arrow. But the mask is weird. The mask, I do feel like Araki is trying to now insinuate it can bring out maybe also stand abilities, which would be interesting if that's the case. So we have, and like the Ripple from Phantom Blood, the Steel Balls from Steel Ball Run, these abilities can be said to be a step towards achieving the ultimate goal of stand. Okay, that is interesting. They are actually just saying, if you learn Ripple, if you learn Steel Ball, you have a higher aptitude to unlock stands. Like, they're all like skill trees leading into each other. So then if that's the case, Araki really is saying the stone mask can unlock a stand. What about the Jewel of Aya? Jewel of Aya, I think it was? Can the Jewel of Aya unlock a stand ability too? Like, it's one thing for the arrow and the Devil's Palm, because it's the same origin story of a weird meteorite with natural abilities. But now they're implying Ripple in the Steel Ball and the mask. Unless the mask is made from the same meteorite stuff, it could be. But again, it feels now like with this bonus chapter, not only is he trying to re-educate us, even maybe course correct some inconsistent rules to stands, it also feels like Araki is trying to have everything funnel into each other and saying this is how stands come to be, what are their origins, what are the theoretical scientific properties like this, with the idea that they are born from nothing, they are sheer masses of particles and energy, they can dissipate as quickly as they come, gravity, mass, all that stuff, possibilities, subatomic particles, invisible energy is stands. So all of this is feeling like everything leads to a stand in one form or another. Oh, I guess that's it. Okay. So, theoretically, if Gyro did not come to America, he has a higher chance because he knows the ripple. Or not the ripple. The rotation. Because he knows rotation, he has a higher chance to get a stand ability naturally unlocked. Fascinating. Same thing with Ripple from Phantom Blood, from goddamn, oh my god, I always forget part 2's name. I guess it's still part of Phantom Blood, but part 2, and I guess what little left was in part 3. Interesting. So it is all trying to now course correct and say everything leads to a stand in one way, shape, or form. Okay. The Stone of Aya. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Stone of Aya. So he didn't list it here, but if we're inherently now saying that the stone mask that turns people into vampires, and then the mask that also is used with the Stone of Aya as well, because I think in the light novel that we don't talk about, but in the light novel with Jonathan's dad, or Jonathan's son, and Joseph's father, in that novel, I'm fairly certain that Kars actually comes back and he has a stand. I haven't read this novel. Yeah. Or it's some weird shit where somehow it's Kars but not Kars and he has a stand. So if you now go off of this information with the stone mask and the stone of Aya, they too can also give you a stand ability. So if you really were an asshole and wanted to become a vampire or an immortal, not only would you get all the shit that Dio and Kars got, you have a higher chance, if not a damn near certainty, to get a stand. And then if you use the stand arrow on your stand ability that you got through this method, I wonder if you have a really ultimate powerful stand. Like, what happens when, like, you multi-lock in? So, like, if you had a stand arrow, the mask, the Stone of Aya, and somehow you knew the ripple, yo, man, that's a crazy combination. That could be a crazy combination. Interesting. Okay, I did not hate this bonus chapter. This bonus chapter was actually very useful. That was a very useful bonus chapter. What? Oh, shit. That's a nice, Is it rain or is that metal? Like, mercury. What the hell? Okay, that was cool. Holy tabs. Yeah, I know. Look, it's for research. I gotta save this. Well, maybe not the bonus chapter stuff, but this stuff so I can revert back to later. Because at the end of part 7, we're going to do a review. We're going to have a last-minute stream of just saying, hey, we finished part 7. What are our general thoughts? And this kind of information that I keep in my tabs and that I will save later are going to be brought up. So I need them. I need my tabs. It's snow, I think. Okay. I was about to say, there's another white thing I was thinking of, but yeah. But yes. Okay. Very fascinating. That was a very fascinating bonus chapter. Interesting reintroduction of some things. Potentially retconning some stuff. But overall, good. Very good. Now, let's get into this chapter. Holy shit. How long is this chapter, actually? Wait. Hold on. How long are you? Oh, bro, 50 pages. All right. What time is it? We're going to go speed. We're going to go sicko mode on this. We're going to go Giga Chad Ultra Light mode. Let's go. Part 43, A Silent Way Part 4. So we have the dino bird things that can light people on fire. They're over them. Horses crossing the river. More fire is being spread. First off, Johnny, let me tell you one thing. Right. The fucking hidden technique. Yes, here we go. Starting now, you can only say the words, there's no way I can do this, 4 times and only 4 times. All right? 4 times. That's what my father told me when I was a kid. What is his rule? Okay. Long story short, the secret to the steel balls is the pursuit of infinity. What? I guess because perpetual energy and that kind of jargon. It's the pursuit of infinity. Hey, yo, this goes... Oh, shit, this goes hella hard with what we just read. It is the pursuit of infinity. That's what my family, the Zeppelis, have always strived for. My ancestors tried to contain the idea of infinity in the skills of using the steel balls for the purpose of medical practice and execution work. Oh, yeah, by the way, guess what? New tab! Yay! We're going to save. We're going to save that. Yeah. That's going to be important. I need to look that up later. The technique of infinity. I just realized. Gojo! Yo! Gojo, where are you at? Okay. Oh, yeah, wait. Fuck. Hold on. I gotta go back to the stream. You guys can't get this for free. You can't get it for free all the time. No. No. It's the execution of infinity medicine. Okay. Yo, I'm thinking of a matchup right now. Can these guys get through infinity? Can they get through Gojo's infinity? Because if that's the case, whoa, hang on now. Pardon moi. So, he draws something with a stick. There's a shape called the golden rectangle. I've heard of this. There's also another one. It's the, is it the parabola? The parabola? I might be saying that wrong. I'm not an expert on mathematics. But, like, there's, like, the idea of, like, the ever golden arch or something that continuously spins and spins and spins. It can go deeper. It can go far out. But within that perfect sphere or something, you can, like, get, like, the best way to measure, to draw things. It's something like that. I've heard about this before. There's the shape called the golden rectangle. Have you heard of it? It refers to a rectangle that is approximately constructed in a ratio of 9 to 16. Okay. In other words, its length is the golden ratio of 1 to 1.681. Cool. Very dope. I'm not a mathematician, so this stuff is like over my head, but dope. Very cool. Very, very cool. This rectangle is thought to have been a basic fundamental for every perfect structure of beauty. So we have the pyramids. We have facial structure. I have seen this too. The Great Pyramid of Giza. The bust of Nefertiti. Greece's Parthenon. The Venus del Milo. So within this golden rule, that's how mathematics can help engineering and construction. Cool. This is interesting. This is dope. I like this. This is when JoJo's gives me knowledge I never thought I would learn, and it's actually amazing. Da Vinci's Mona Lisa and every artistic, articular masterpiece, whether it be considered or calculation, the golden rectangle is always a hidden structure with every single piece. Okay. If that's true, awesome. That's pretty cool. My ancestors came to the conclusion that it's the result of an expert sensibility dubbed as the perfect ratio. But I thought there's no such thing as perfect. These artists knew the significance of the rectangles instinctively, and that's why the word recognizes the world. That's why the world recognizes the work as legacies of beauty because they follow this mathematical structure, I guess. Okay. It does have what's the word? Symmetrical appeal as well. I can see that too. Wait a second, Gyro. What are you talking about? What? Yeah, right? Exactly. Like, dude, why am I getting a math class in the middle of us trying to fight a stand user right now? I don't know, Johnny, but guess what? We're going to learn. We're going to learn some crazy shit. What are you talking about? What are you trying to explain? I don't understand any of these words. Me too. My father trained me so that I could create the golden rectangle with my bare hands. I feel like I'm in vogue. Strike a pose. So his hands, the rectangle, other hand too. Okay, what does that do? How does that amplify rotation and infinity? Huh? And then it's like like there's rectangles on every part of the body now all of a sudden. Okay. So within those perfect rectangles, like a visual representation, the golden rectangle has several characteristics, such as I make a perfect square within its shape. Yes, that is true. I do know that. Then this smaller rectangle that I just created will also end up being the rectangle with a 9:16 ratio, aka another perfect rectangle. And by doing another line, I make a square within that. And the leftover is still a perfect rectangle. Yeah, he's doing the weird swirl. Yes. Yes, I am totally aware of this. Okay, so this reminds me of Gurren Lagann. So in Gurren Lagann, I think they also bring up this idea with spiral energy too. Like when we get to space and stuff, the idea that spiral energy is perpetual energy, and I think it does follow this. I think it's parabola, where it is a spiral, but it's actually a helix that goes on into indefinite infinity. Yes. So that's why it's called the study of infinity, because in this one motion, it just continues on and on and on without end. I think that's what they're getting at least. I might be jumping ahead right now. And I make another one, and another, and another. Right. So it continues to go on forever. And when I conduct the central point of the main shape, you get a spiral that continues on forever in the center though. And thus the golden spin. Oh, fuck. And then Johnny, just a fucking caveman like I am. Math, I can learn. I can perceive. Yes. Yo, okay. So this is cool. I'm actually like, wait, math is dope. Math is cool. See, this is the kind of shit that math teachers should have been teaching people in case you wanted to learn it. It's like, hey, if you ever find an enemy with special powers, guess what? Unlock this other cool power because of mathematics. Yo, people would have been paying more attention. They would have been paying more attention. I mean, this... Okay, so what do we have? Right. How's it going, my guy? I mean, this is a new universe, so it isn't really a retcon, more like the reintroduction of the system, even the stands acquired through different ways. Yeah, I'm just saying overall, though, because he has both characters from the first universe and now this universe, so I feel like the bonus chapter was trying to condense everything together. So, because of that, and some of the rules that they kind of indicated, and some other stuff like the stone mask is apparently helps people get stand abilities. That's kind of a little bit changing up the lore, but I digress. It's about time. It's about what is this? It's about memes. Okay. Yes. I believe yes. Okay, cool. Cool. And then random. The name Jogo is too close to Jojo's for me, not saying anything. Right. So, but yeah, with the idea of infinity, you probably could break through Gojo's wall somehow. Jogo's powers is a JoJo's reference. You know what? Maybe. Maybe it is. I don't know. Keep reading and you'll understand. Fuck. Okay. I mean, I'm hyped. I'm just a little giddy right now. It can't be. You're not spinning your nail bullets in this ratio. That's why they didn't reach their limit. If you spin your bullets within the confines of the golden ratio, then you should have the ability to harness power of infinity. All right. But I feel like that's going to break a lot of stuff if you do that. Like, there's a reason why, like, perpetual energy is a good idea. We're working on that. But the idea is that if something is truly perpetual in a atmospheric location, guess what? Friction, heat, explosion, death. So you gotta be careful. Yeah, something could be infinite, spinning, or what have you, but there is backlash effects that happens around you because you keep something perpetual. At least that's the idea. So I wonder what would be like the negative of having the power of infinity, if there is one. The Zeppelis have always strived for this power. There's no way I can do this. And then Gyro, hey, I told you. You can only say it 4 more times. Did you just say it? I can't. Did you? Oh, if the power of the golden rectangle really does exist, there's no way I have. And then he thinks. And then his vein, his blood vessels are burning now. That's a horrific use of powers. Oh, it burst. Yo, I think he would go into cardiac arrest if his blood vessels started to burn like that. My neck. Johnny, I'm going to let you say that you can't do this 3 more times, okay? 3 more. I'll give you this. My belt buckle. This is also a design to be in the ratio of the golden rectangle. Is it now? I never noticed that. I guess so. If you can spin your nails in the precise shape of this belt buckle, your nail bullets will take on the aptitude of infinite spiral. You had that all along? Is that a scale to measure the golden rectangle? Why didn't you just show me this belt buckle in the first place? You probably have to learn the basic fundamentals before you can go to the golden ratio. You can't just jump. You just can't jump into the golden ratio, Johnny. All right, I'll try it, Gyro. Give it to me. No. What? I told you. I give it to you when you say I can't do it 3 more times. Get it out of your system. Right. So, Gyro grabs a rock. Okay. So he takes the rock. I think he's spinning the rock on his belt buckle. This rock is too tough. I can't get a complete spin. And Johnny, we can't stay in the mud any longer. We're going to need to escape into the river. So then we have the birds are doing some shit. And I think Gyro is doing like a mud barrier over here. Shoot, Johnny. Shoot them all. We're going to take our time and run to the river. So Johnny gets his thing ready. Lets loose. Destroys a couple birds. But of course, the effects won't go away just that easily. My nail bullets. They have the same power as before. They haven't changed. They're going to fall on us. Now's the time. They go into the river, but the river is still affected by fire. Wow, that's a powerful ability. So they swim. The lake's on fire. There's no way I can do this, Gyro. That's 2. There's no way I can do this. Just like that. Why are you doing this to me? There's absolutely no way. There, Gyro. I said it 3 more times, like you told me. Now show me the scale. You've been training in the art of steel ball since you were a child, right? There's no way that you can expect me to do something like you have done. Something like that is impossible on a whim. There, I said it again. So if there really is such a thing that is called infinite spin, you need to show me it with the belt buckle. Otherwise, I won't have a starting point. But you already do have a starting point. It's with your nails. You didn't understand how you got your nails in the first place, but you did ultimately learn spin. I'm only counting that as 1. Oh, so it has to be a break? Oh, man, that's crazy. So you still have 2 more. I'll give it to you once you say it 2 more times. What? Come on, is this some sort of test? This is not the time to be playing games. The enemy is right above us. He'll probably even know we're going to escape into the river. Slowly, little by little, he's trying to surround us in this elaborate scheme of a trap. Johnny, just calm down. You have 2 more. Say that you can't do it. Fine. Oh, what? Oh, okay, that's creepy. We have like these weird predatory grass creature things. Hold on. Cursor. Please. Yeah, they look like they're like an alien. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So we have these weird grass dinosaur alien things. Hey, here comes some more. Okay. All right. Come on, Johnny. Just say it. What the hell are these? What is he trying to do? Are they starting to line themselves up? What is the plan? Johnny, whatever these things are, this time we have to. The time we have to look for the user. The enemy has to be watching us from somewhere around the corner. He needs an on-look, high-look. We have to hurry and find the user, get rid of him quickly. You have to use the bullets to finish him. So we stare into the corn maze. The rustling. I saw a glimpse before, but I have no idea now. Shouldn't you just look for a place where there's no sound? Oh, true. Where all of the sound would stop, because he needs a quiet area to produce his ability. That's true. That's true. He would need that. This guy has a power to contain sound, or something of that nature. He's making the dinosaurs carry his sound wave on them. The dinosaurs are his vehicles to transport the sound wave. Stab, sound, cut, burn, all of it. All of it is being transmitted through a quiet area. Basically, he's in a recording studio. He's in a recording studio. A like bare basic recording studio, but in nature. So what I think is he trying to do, that by absorbing those sounds with the stand so he can control them, so there must be somewhere around here where there's barely any sound. The sound of the wind, the sound of insects, the sound of grass, the sound of the corn maze. All of them are distractions. He must be close by, so just keep an eye out to know exactly where he needs to hide. So we have these grass fugitoid little things. Gyro. Gyro, I think I figured it out. Look at the monsters. Something's happened. Oh, fuck. He's transmitting the ability from these grass things onto the water. Oh, no. He's like, Oya como va. That's not good. They are coming from the bodies. Something's traveling through the surface of the water. Gyro, something's coming our way, and it's spreading fast. Johnny, hurry up and shoot. I don't care where, but you need to shoot to trick our enemy. So they go underneath the water. Damn, there's nowhere to go. This is like, in a way, it kind of reminds me of like Koichi's ability, but like I feel like way more hostile, way more hostile, way more hostile. Like, god damn, that's not good. The enemy was waiting for this the entire time to launch a cumulative attack in an area that sounds are coming our way. The Mississippi River was just a staging point. Gyro, just give me the belt buckle already. You still have to say it 2 more times, Johnny. No more horse in the round. No more horse in the round. No. I can't give it to you just because you want it. You need to say it 4 times. The Zeppeli family rule. Once we break our own rules, it's the end of everything. I can explain everything to you. This is lesson 4. Pay attention and your respects. What are you blabbling about? And then, here they come. What's the plan? What's the plan? So now his big boy stand's coming out. So he's pulling his finger. He has Tusk. He's got Tusk coming out. So I wonder if Tusk's going to do something new. But, ooh, the golden... Yeah, the golden ratio. The golden ratio. So, as he points his hand, the golden ratio is forming underneath where he's pointing. And within that, he's making a spiral appear. And then shoots off the stand. And they do go far. They actually go pretty far. And they blow through the cornfield. Nice. Very nice. There he is. So it is this guy. It's the old Japanese guy. He was like some weird kind of dude at the trough area. That is, hold on. No. This isn't the power I need. No. There's no way I can do this. We're not going to make it. The sounds are barreling towards us. So again, Gyro now does his ratio. And he's doing this like, it's almost like they're making a fucking barrier. Like a actual dimensional barrier. And then on that rectangular perfect center, you then now have like he's Jinbei. Like he's Jinbei. Ocean current. Fishman karate. Oyaboon. And then he's making a water kamehameha. Yo, wait, this is clean. This is clean. So I guess a limitation is whatever is in the confound of the size of the rectangle is what you're distributing. So if you make it this big, whatever the object is has to fit in that rectangular thing. So then it has to come out that size. So gotta make sure you know your size. Gotta make sure your size. Because in this case, size does matter. So he's making a water kamehameha fishman karate from One Piece. Gyro is about to unleash absolute sanity with his typhoon bomb over here. That's cool. I'm sorry. I gotta save this too. More tabs? Yeah, but unlike Cole, I can actually close them later, so I don't have it burn my computer. This is clean. This is absolutely clean. My brother is going ham. Again, also, a Rasengan, if you would. Yeah. A Rasengan, just... Johnny, this is the ultimate power of rotation. Infinity. Okay. All right. Okay. Dude, I'm telling you, Ripple really... Ripple. I feel like this is what it should be called, Ripple. But rotation, yeah. Rotation's way better than Ripple. I hate to say it, because I do love Hamon. I wish Hamon got way more respect. But damn. Rotation, the spin, is kicking Hamon's ass right now. It's so versatile. It has so many facets that you can use. It has unbelievable potential. And the idea of learning it is, I feel, a lot more applicable than Hamon, because you kind of do have to be kind of physically shaped and trained, versus I feel like rotation is a mindset kind of thing. But damn, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's so fucking cool. So with him making a whirlpool underwater, I think he's actually jumbling up the words so they can't get close to them. In the water, he made a sphere through rotation. Yeah. I can only make a sphere out of water for a split second. I can defend against those sounds for only a moment. But this guy's ability is solidified sound. Shit. I think I get it now. What an annoying enemy for us to face. Why are there monsters all lined up across the shore like that? I think I get it. They are sound. They can't be heard as well. In short, they are sound that can only see. Also, when sound intersects each other, the intersections can multiply. Their sound underwater that words. There were sounds underwater that I couldn't account for, that I couldn't defend against. Sure. So kind of like amplifying like a microphone. But if you actually, maybe a way to defeat this ability is like if you time the sound waves just right and they go at each other, they cancel each other out and they become quiet. Something like that. Something like that. If you can do that. If you have an ability like that. And then Gyro. Oh shit, well, why? Why does Gyro gets his ass beat every single time? Gyro has to constantly get his body parts torn. Yo, can this man take a break for like 2 seconds, please? Damn. Gyro! No! Just an arm, a leg, blood everywhere. Fuck, man, that's terrible. Be careful. The other side of the river, the sound will bounce back from the other side. Also, you have one more. Come on now. You can say it. I know you can. I'll give you the buckle if you just say it. And he thinks about his brother. Because he now has a new brother. That's nice. So here comes the sound. So the sound's bouncing off the edge of the stream and comes back to them because like actual sound wave. And then Fu Manchu over here. Yes, you're going to die. Whoa! What the fuck? Wait! Out of nowhere, Sandman, what are you doing here? Hello? Sandman! Go call Hot Pants, please! Hot Pants, I know they are around somewhere. What the fuck? Did Sandman just fucking teleport? What the hell? He's here and then he ducks away and he's going to the Japanese man. Wait, whoa. Did he just won? That's not how I thought we would end this conflict. That's not how at all I thought we would end this conflict. What? So he goes over and like, gotcha, bitch. What? You got hunted? What are you do? Got him. Yo. Nah. What? That can't be it. There's no way. No. If Blackmore can come back and do some more stuff, nah. Surely not. Surely that's not how we're gonna end this. Johnny. Sandman. Gives him a menacing look. Riverside. Oh, is he gonna let them die? Winning the race and getting money is desirable, but taking your corpse parts would be faster. What? He knows? Whoa, we just changed Sandman's character. Wait a minute. Sandman was in on this the entire time. He was an op? He was an op? What? Sandman, come on. Winning the race and getting money is desirable, but taking your corpse parts would be faster. The spine, the left arm, the right eye. I heard that you two have 3 segments. That is a most desirable bargaining chip, I would say, when I get to negotiate with this country. He wants his people to have land no matter what. Oh, shit, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sandman. Why? You were my boy. Well, not my boy, but you were some people's boy. Why? Don quoi? Por qué, Sandman? Por qué? Why would you do this? Yo, you know what Johnny looks like? He looks like the one meme, like of like the concert, and like you have that one person like, ah, and then you have the crowd like, I love you so much. It's like that's his face right now. That's the face that Johnny's making right now. No, I love you, please. Yo, Johnny, no, fucking Sandman. How could you do this? How could you? I thought we were bros. Say it. So you're... Look, I need to buy back my ancestors' land for our tribe to survive the changing times. But Funny Valentine, I don't think he's a man of his word. I'm just going to say that now. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Look, I need money. I feel sorry for you two, but I don't feel guilty. This is what your people have established for themselves. Money. Your people. Oh, whew. This is some real talk. This is some real fucking talk here. God damn. But I hadn't intended to kill you. If only you had obeyed my... in a silent way back at the barn, if you had just willingly given up your corpse parts. So he was an op from that moment? Or from this entire race? How many people is the president in the pockets with? You would imagine all of them, or a lot of them. But how many does the president have? Like in his rap sheet. Also, we still haven't seen his stand. We still haven't seen Sandman use his stand ability. No. So Johnny is despairing. I mean, I would too. So even though, again, we literally just went over the rules, it looks like old man just bit it. But his stand ability, his activation is still around and is going to fuck up Johnny and Gyro. So, like I said there, the rules that we got for 42.5, the rules do work. They just have exceptions. I don't know about retcons, but they have exceptions. They might be a little inconsistent. So the sound waves are still coming. No. If only you had given me the belt buckle in the first place, none of this would happen. You can't expect me to be able to create the rotation just after one example. There's no way I can do... And then he's holding the belt buckle. There's no way if I say I can't do this 4 times, the Zeppeli family rule. So I've already said it enough. Use the golden ratio. I have to. Wait a minute. What are the Zeppelis really trying to say? When the Master and Gyro's ancestors founded the golden ratio or the golden rectangle, where did they really find it? Good point. Where was it that they found the basics of beauty? What was the moment that everyone realized this was the key?
Who would have taught them something like this? They couldn't have found it out from a professor or a measure it from a ruler. No, that would be merely making it an imitation and not the real thing. Who discovered rotation? There has to be an original. If I can't see it, if I can't see the original, then my golden ratio is, I think maybe the idea is that there is no one person. We all have rotation. Maybe that is the key. Like, it's like the force. It's like the force. Everyone is connected to the force. Everyone is connected to rotation, infinite energy. They just don't know how to understand the fundamentals to access it. But now that he has the fundamentals, he can do it. You just needed to understand. You just needed to understand you could do it. I'll never be able to do it. And then we see like his finger makes a pathway. There has to be an original golden rectangle. The diagrams, the gyro drew, this belt buckle, they're just all copies that were measured from an original source. What if I find this real one with my own eyes? Could I then, if I don't find it, how am I to use rotation? What would it be? Zeppeli rule is trying to say, what is it? The rectangle in the hand. Gyro, I can use this. This thing that I'm looking at right now, it's something that I'm looking at, something I've been looking at, that is always there. The real rectangle, this is the real rectangle. Thing, isn't it? So again, it's just picturing the rectangle. That's all you have to do, I feel like. So he sees butterflies fly. He gets the imagery in his head. Leaves. A rectangle encases a leaf. And within that leaf, you see the spiral take place. Same thing for a flower. From deep observations, the masters who had found this very shape, and now everything can be encased into a rectangle. Gyro was spinning the steel balls while looking at these things as basics. A white mouse! No fucking shot. That's not Danny. There's no way. What is the symbolism of a white mouse? I have to look that up later. Danny. And then, there we go, boys. There we go. So his fingers are contorting, but I think he's got it. He understands. His mind's eye has finally opened, and he can perceive everything can be the golden ratio. And by doing so, his spin has become way more powerful. Holy crap. It's like a mini tornado he has. And behind him, I think Tusk is evolving, like Koichi. So I think I was right. Whoa. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So, yeah, I think his stand is evolving. His stand, as his confidence, as he gets more pieces, is evolving. What is rotation? No! Chapter 43 ends. No! Chapter 44. How long are you? Fuck. Oh, man. All right. I think I'm going to have to call it here. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to go quicker. I didn't think it would be this long. Oh, no. Okay. That was good. But I think I'm going to leave it off here for next time. I might have to start earlier. Because some of these chapters are so freaking long. And there's a lot to talk about. And I'm a talker. But this is dope. So we're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. So next Thursday we will be back with JoJo's. Stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try and do my damnedest to finish this arc, and then do longer. But maybe we might have to start earlier. Maybe. But this is good. This is good characters. Gyro had a lot of character stuff for the last couple arcs, but now we're getting Johnny character stuff. This is good. I like this. This is a awesome, awesome character journey. Again, I'm seeing why people love part 7. I'm getting it. I'm just like Johnny. My mind has become clear. I understand. Very cool. So, let me read some last minute comments before we sign off. So, let's see. Did I miss anything important? So, yeah. So, Radum. The name Gojo is so close to JoJo's. I'm not saying anything. Right, got it. JoJo's Gojo. There you go, right there. Jogo's Gojo. It's too much. Gojo's powers is definitely a JoJo's reference. It could be. From this, I can see this. Maybe. If he starts making barriers, like actual barriers, like of infinity somehow, like he can rotate the very air into a vacuum or something. I don't know. If he can do that, okay, then yeah. Gojo's powers might be a reference to Steel Ball Run. Keep reading and you'll understand, right? It's English. I'ma be right. Okay, so yeah. This is an English stream. My bad. Although, I can't barely speak sometimes, so I do apologize. But my VODs are here, so if you want to catch up, I don't know if I have, like, closed captioning for whatever language you're looking for, but if there is, go for it. Scary. Yes, it is. This is the best way to teach a rock head like Johnny. Even the Gyro's patience is still the one who do be the heavy lifting. True. At the end of the day, when it comes to understanding Johnny and kind of psyching him up to do things, because you kind of get it from his backstory that, like, his whole family life really, except for his brother, pushed him down to being this person who was not perceived to be able to achieve greatness. Meanwhile, what Johnny's teaching Gyro is understanding his passions and following his hunger, as the story has told. That, yeah, your family duty and goals and stuff, that's one thing. But what's in here? What's in here? What do you feel? Because that is what's going to lead you to victory. So again, I've said this before. I do like that they are learning from each other. That is a very cool dynamic. This is a very, very cool dynamic between a duo, like, I want to say, like, they're kind of dual protagonist, because you do have the narrator saying Gyro Zeppeli is the main character of our story, but obviously it's a JoJo, so you want to say it's Johnny, but yeah. But this is good. This is very, very good. And I know I'm cutting this short. I know I am. But I got stuff I gotta do. So we'll be back. We'll be back to see what Johnny has achieved next week, Thursday. We might do it at an early time. That way we can actually get way more into the chapters like we used to do. But this is really good and a lot to discuss on. I'm so hyped. I'm very hyped. I have a perpetual smile on my face because this is a very, very good stream today. I loved just reading through this. Johnny's character arc is very good. Gyro's character arc is very good. The villains are very interesting. So, and now him developing the golden ratio, something that exists in reality, but is now used to such an extent, which I guess Japan really, because now I'm thinking about it, we have this, we have Gurren Lagann, we have Naruto, because if you read, because I actually did, I did do the Minato one-shot. It's on the channel. It was a couple years ago, but the Minato one-shot from Naruto, go check it out on the channel. While you're there, like it and maybe subscribe. They talked about the idea of rotation and how it's not like a spiral. It can also be represented as a helix, so you can move upwards. And I think that's also in another series as well. Then there's also the horror one, like oh my god, it just came out. the famous horror manga creator. What are you called? Oh wait, I think I got it. Junji Ito. Junji Ito. Junji Ito. Yes, Uzumaki. Uzumaki, which is also a indicative thing of Spiral. Yes, I'm gonna do this one because it's not as fucked up. I've seen a little bit of his work, but not all of it. But they also talk about the idea of Spiral. So Japan has this thing about Spiral, Uzumaki, that is a big theme that a lot of series of theirs like to tackle. So it's nice to see it kind of here used more on the opposite scale versus Junji Ito, where I think Spiral, if I'm not mistaken, in this series has a symbolism of depression, decay, nihilism. But I feel with the golden ratio here with Johnny, it almost serves as they said, beauty, but strength and hope. And if you go to the Minato one shot, it's also there too, where the Uzumakis are perceived as like they're cursed. They live in a spiral that they'll never escape their cycle. But then it's like, no, it's not one way. You can go up. You can reach a new goal. So I kind of like that. There's the duality of spin and rotation and helixes that Japan and a lot of manga and anime really like to try and emphasize for you. So I think that's cool. What chapter am I on? Well, I guess technically now, next time we read, I will be on chapter 44. So I think I'm a little bit at the halfway point, just about. So I'm almost at the halfway point for part 7. I'm almost there. But yeah, good read. Good fucking read. A lot to think about. Tusk Act 4 is the strongest. Okay, I don't know what that. Well, that's kind of a spoiler. So it is very much like Koichi. Okay. Again, please try not to spoil. But I guess that's what it's going to be called. I don't know. Tusk Act 4 is the strongest stand in the verse. We'll see. Again, spoilers, please for me, keep to a bare minimum. But anyway, thank you for coming out to stream today, everyone. We'll be back for One Piece. I don't know if it's coming out today, because they've been dropping it at random intervals. Like, it can either be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be Saturday. So, I don't know. If it does come out today, I might be able to get to it, but probably not. Look out for the One Piece like reaction stream, most likely tomorrow or Saturday at the latest. No, it's not out yet. Okay, good. Because I have stuff to attend to. But this was fun. So, if you like this, please, as always, like the stream, comment, even if it's not a good comment. Hit the bell notifications, and when we go live, you are aware. And of course, like the stream. We have more reactions of JoJo's coming next Thursday. We have One Piece coming up. We have Ichi the Witch on Sunday. Depending on break week, we are gonna get back to Bug Ego. I know there's a chapter for Bug Ego, and once we do that, I think we're also gonna do a new series as well. Kind of like when we do break weeks, we're gonna do Bug Ego, and we might do something else. We might do one of our old stuff, so we could go back to One Punch Man. We can go back to Kingdom. I got a lot to catch up to Kingdom, so we do that. It's going to be a while. We could do a new series, because I kind of want to get into, like, Burn the Witch, because I love Bleach, of course. And I've not actually done anything with Burn the Witch, so we might do that. We have reaction stuff coming up. We have reactions. If you don't know, I'll make an official announcement, but for 100 subscribers, if we get to that point, we're going to do our first reaction. I'm going to lock that in, and I think I know what I want to do for the thing that we can react to for the first time around. I don't know how we're going to do it, though, when it comes to, like, displaying it, but there will be a way. But I think I'm going to lock it in. For 100 subscribers, we're going to do our first reaction series. Like, generally, us just watching. We'll probably do it live. That way everyone can see. And yeah, we'll try it out. And of course, we have got games. We have Fate. We're going to get back in on Monday. So for people who've been waiting on that, I do apologize. We have Vagabond. We have Yakuza that we did last night. We were going to do a horse game. Everyone's favorite horse game that's going on right now. But OBS in the universe said no, so I will figure out how to do that. But stay tuned to some Uma Musume. And then we have some more games coming out too. We're going to do like a random day where we're just going to like literally spin a wheel and see what we do. Yeah. So we got a lot of cool stuff. People really like to spoil, huh? Yeah. It is what it is. All right. Thank you, everyone. Seriously. You guys are why it's always fun to come out and stream. Whenever I get to convo, either on JoJo's, One Piece, video games, whatever it is, it's always a great time. Thank you. You guys make streaming, not us. So I appreciate that. Now, I gotta head out. I'll see you guys next time. Again, probably for One Piece. It'll probably be tomorrow, so stay tuned to that. Until then, take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Rotate out.